A city council vote ends in heartbreak, with a former police officer in Mason not being able to adopt his former canine partner, as the police dog still has more work to do. It's our top story at 11. Thank you for joining us. I'm Siobhan Klepfer.
And I'm Sherry Jones. The Mason Police Department no longer has a canine unit. And tonight the City Council rejected a proposal to sell Tamarack to her former partner on the force.
It was an emotional meeting. That former officer and Tamarack have been working together for several years, and several dozen people came out in support of the former team being reunited.
Josh Sanchez was at that meeting tonight. He joins us now in studio with more on why they were separated in the first place. Josh.
Yeah, that's right, Sherry and Siobhan. Tamarack was the Mason Police Department's only canine officer. She's been working there since 2021. However, the unit was dissolved when Tamarack's partner, Officer Hayden Welfong, resigned from the position, admitting tonight he made a mistake when he left his gun belt unattended while visiting the high school gymnasium.
You don't even know the city manager's process.
It was a contentious Mason City Council meeting between people supporting former officer Hayden Welfong and even among members of the council. City officials say an officer left their gun unattended in the Mason High School gym last month. Following an investigation, that officer, later identified as Welfong, resigned instead of getting fired. His resignation left Officer Tamarack without a partner, ending the canine program. Welfong later sent an email asking for the help of the City Council in adopting the dog.
Tam was trained by me and loves working for me. The city manager does not know what is best for Tam. Tam is not just a used tool that can be given to someone else. This is a lifelong bond that takes years to develop.
Several people took to the podium in support of Welfong's plea, from Mason residents to other members of the law enforcement community. Council member Rita Vogel made a motion late in the meeting to remove canine Tamarack from city ownership to sell her to Welfong, a motion that was ultimately backed by Jerry Schaefer.
He lost his position. He made a mistake, a bad mistake, and he's paying for it. He lost his job. There's no use kicking a man down when he's wants his dog back.
Vogel's motion, along with an amendment to have Welfong pay a reasonable price for the canine, failed, something met with disapproval from the crowd.
It's going to be a lot anyways.
The investigation into Welfong's gun storage ended because he resigned. City Manager Deborah Stewart says there's a process for Tamarack's future that started with an internal posting in the police department. Nobody applied for it. So now the city is reviewing requests from police agencies from around the state who want to buy the dog. Mayor Russell Whipple says the process needs to play out.
Happened when he resigned. He would lose the privilege of being the handler for that dog. That's what's happened, and then the city is now looking at what's the best thing to do with this animal.
Welfong declined to comment after the council's decision tonight. The next city council meeting is set for February 19th. During that meeting, the city manager is expected to share more information on the agencies interested in having canine Tamarack on their force. Sherry, Siobhan.